What is good, guys? We are back again this week for chapter 1166 of One Piece. This is the brief spoilers, so let's get into it. Color spread is Straw Hat eating sweet hot potatoes. So, Garling landed the final blow on Rocks. Fraudulent Garling has to be the biggest fraud that we've ever seen in the entirety of One Piece, bro. I swear, like, this man got hyped up, the champion of God Valley, ultimate strength. He's literally feeding off the scraps of Roger and Garp's feet, bro. When he fought Zebek, bro, he got folded. He got fodderized. We saw him for the weakling he truly is. And now when Zebek is literally on death's door, he's going back and delivering the final blow. Come on, man. The Holy Knights have not had a great showing against the top tiers. Maybe regular pirates, yeah, they're intimidating and powerful. But when you get to the top tier level of haki users and pirates, bro, the Holy Knights just can't compete. And it's because they grew up in privilege and never had to actually fight. So even if they did have haki, their haki is trash, bro. But we now know Garling got his title champion of God Valley because he was the one who finished off Rocks. Right after that, God Valley Island sinks into the sea.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And that's all the details we have on that. I have no idea how this would even be facilitated, bro. Last time we saw an island disappear, it was because they bombed it from the sky. What do you mean it sank into the sea now? Is that one of Imu's demon powers? Did Whitebeard come back and do that? Did a Sea King rip it to shreds? Maybe the Holy Knights released some kind of island sinking power blast or something. I don't know, man. But what we know is God Valley has now officially disappeared. We see some reaction from the defeat of the Rocks Pirates, and this is probably due to big news Morgan spreading the news around the world that the Rocks Pirates were defeated and Rocks D. Zebek is now dead. But we'll have to wait until we get a full summary or the chapter itself to see just exactly how that played out. Rocks had declared his dream to Loki, which is to be king of the world. I don't even know how this fits in. Clearly we're getting bits and pieces of the chapter in these spoilers and it's not really coherent, but I believe this is probably Loki reminiscing on his interactions with Rocks after hearing the news of Rocks' passing. And this further supports my theory that Loki was the one who inherited the will of Rocks, not Teach. Teach knows his father's plan, but he doesn't truly have his will. Unlike Loki, who admired and looked up to Rocks, and this is probably also why Loki has such contempt for the world government, along with the fact that, yeah, they killed his idol. We have a scene with Roger finding Shanks in the treasure chest, which is like really nice, I guess, you know, full circle moment. I'm still wondering what happened when Captain John used his powers and pulled everything to him. 1 minute Dragon had Shanks in his arms, the other minute he had a log. Like, how did that occur? But we find out Dragon got taken to prison. Garp visits him and breaks him free. Ah, yes, Garp. Yo, Oda has really been doing his thing with this chapter. Garp did not just let his son rot in prison, bro. He actively defied the world government and the Marines again and rescued Dragon from prison, inadvertently leading to the creation of the world's worst criminal and the Revolutionary Army. Now, could Garp be a spy for the Revolutionary Army, given how things are going, how he sees the government, him setting his son free, and then Dragon going on to be a revolutionary? We don't know. Maybe Garp crying to Kuzan was a cover-up, and he's actually acting as a spy within the Marines. But then again, he kind of just focused on chasing evil pirates, as he should, you know? Because what is he going to do against the literal demon that runs the top of the world, bro? He's doing good where he can, how he sees fit, and I can't be mad at that. At the end of the chapter, Harold breaks his horns after hearing the news of Zebek's death. Now, this is something I was wondering when we were going to see it, Harold breaking his horns off, and it's interesting that it's in response to the news of Zebek passing. I can't wait to see his reaction to the news and exactly what he's thinking and feeling, because on one hand, Zebek was a criminal, but on the other hand, Zebek was his friend. Harold broke his horns off as a symbol to show that he was completely against violence. So, why did he do that when Zebek died? The plot thickens, man. The plot thickens. But that's all the spoilers we have for this week. So far, the chapter seems to be just kind of like a wrapping up of the God Valley incident. Post God Valley, I'm betting the chapter next week will have us going back to Elbaf, continuing with the development of Loki. Honestly, we might even skip a couple years and see when Loki actually becomes a pirate and sets sail on the sea. But who knows? Let me know what y'all think about these spoilers in the comment, bro. And if you like the content, make sure and leave a like and tell me your theories. Tell me what you guys think in the comments about this chapter and where you think the story is going from here. Until I see you guys next though, peace out.